A very warm welcome to you at home. I am Musam Khalipi and this is Afroshowbiz News, the show that brings you all things art and entertainment from around the African continent. Now, to keep in touch, feel free to email us at afroshowbiznews@sabc.co.za. Also follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @AfroShowbizNews. Let's get right to it with today's headlines. Inala, a Zulu ballet, takes place in the UK. Road runs out, a first feature film shot in Equatorial Guinea premieres. And South Sudanese hip-hop artist the J Family call for peace and reconciliation. Celebrating 20 years of democracy in South Africa, Inala presents choral legends Ladysmith Black Mambazo in a unique artistic collaboration with multi-award-winning choreographer Mark Baldwin. The event will commence on the 17th to the 20th of September. Created by a team that includes the talents of current and former members of the Royal Ballet and Rambert, this new production embraces a fusion of South African and Western cultures live on stage. Inala, meaning harvest to reap or abundance of goodwill, offers the opportunity to bring together these two very different cultural performing practices, the Zulu tradition of song and dance and Western contemporary dance and ballet. The project was brought to the fore by Eraspera's passion for love of African music. Through this passion and network of musicians, poets and producers, Ella and Pietra met with Ladysmith Black Mambazo in London, where the group attended their first ballet. It was during this time that the first seeds of Inala were sown. Inala's original music is composed and performed by Ladysmith Black Mambazo, the multiple Grammy Award-winning South African isicathamiya group, led by Joseph Shabalala and Ella Spera. Inala blends the rhythms and harmonies of native musical roots with live percussion, piano and strings. Ladysmith sing in isiZulu and remain on stage throughout the entire 70 minutes performance, along with 9 dancers and 5 instrumentalists. 10-year-old Farkir Bestman is one of Cape Town's youngest ballet stars. He started dancing a year ago, but his skills and talent are already winning him fans.
Some describe him as the country's Billy Elliot, referring to the 2000 award-winning British film. The film was about an 11-year-old boy from a working-class family who dreamt of becoming a professional ballet dancer. To his classes, Fakir is always accompanied by his grandmother at the Eon Group School of the Performing Arts in Cape Town. He is now in grade 3 and is the only boy in his ballet and modern dance class. He hopes to perform in some of the world's most prestigious dance capitals like London, New York and Paris.
My dream is one day to dance in the School of London in front of the Queen. But they say the Queen is old, she's going to die. Now then I want to dance for her son, Prince William. And that is always what I dream for. That is my goal in life.
His principal and dance teacher Abida Medal believes Fakir has something special to offer the dance world. To help him grow his craft, the school recently gave him a full scholarship.
He is prepared to commit himself to the art, to be successful so that he can better his life and his sister's life.
He lives with his mother, grandmother and siblings in Hanover Park, an impoverished gang township in Cape Town.
I would like to see him dancing on the stage, what his wishes for, because I'm now 61. If Allah give me the grant, the jannat and the strength that I must see him, I will be so glad, rejoiced.
The 10-year-old boy is determined to succeed. His close relationship with his sister and passion for dance are an inspiration for both the young and old in his family.
Pantsula dance is one of the dance art that forms part of dance culture. The style of dance was popularized in the townships in the 80s and continues to inspire young dancers. Now, to preserve this type of dance, the Temple of Pantsula, a first Pantsula dance academy, is set to open in Katlehong in Ekurhuleni municipality in 2 months' time. For more on this, we are joined in studio by entrepreneur and choreographer John Mbotwana from the Temple Academy. John, welcome to Afroshowbiz News.
You're welcome.
Now, John, tell us, why did you decide to open this Pantsula Dance Academy?
Yeah, the thing is, I realized that this dance is having a big potential, and it has been there for some time, but it has never been restored properly. Otherwise, it was going to fade away. So the best way was to make sure that we have a home, permanent home, where we can preserve it. We can have a heritage and a museum of Pantsula, where we can have a different kind of Pantsula in one.
All right. Now, what sort of criteria do you follow for people that want to attend the academy?
Well, in terms of criteria, I won't use criteria so much. Instead, we'll have programs. So there will be teachers training program where I'll be teaching choreographers how to teach other people to do Pantsula. We'll have a woman empowerment program where we'll make sure that ladies or women, they take part in teaching other women Pantsula. So we'll be having that kind of a course. It's going to be interesting.
It's very interesting. Now take us through the curriculum. What will it include, and how long is the course for?
Well, it will vary, because for those people who are already good in Pantsula, it will vary. For now, it is difficult to say how long, but it will be flexible. It won't be too much strict.
Now, the people that are part of the academy, which people are you hoping to attract? From which areas are you hoping to attract people?
Okay, we are in Ekurhuleni, which is Katlehong. But because this is a national, according to me, this is a national center, we want the MECs of different provinces to come and bring their own people from Free State, Limpopo, etc., to come and train them, so that when they go back to their respective provinces, they will be equipped. Because this is a national asset, it's a national significant program. It's not only for Ekurhuleni. And we also targeting the other races like Indian or white community to exchange this culture with them. And even the people who are doing campus or tap dance, I will invite those choreographers in terms of sharing and cultural exchange.
Now, this is a first for South Africa. Why do you think it's so important to preserve the Pantsula culture?
Because what I realized, for me to have this kind of a temple of Pantsula, I was influenced by martial art of Shaolin temple in China, those Shaolin monks. And if you see the history of those people, it's dated 1,000 years ago and it's still living. And if you look at the masters of karate or martial art, they are from China, like Jet Li or Jackie Chan. So I'm also trying to do the same, that by having the temple, we can have the best and the best of Pantsula from that area.
All right. Now, the Pantsula culture is known for their flashy and colorful clothes. How will now the academy incorporate that?
That is great. As I've said, it's going to be a museum. The Pantsula that we are talking about here, we're talking about the past to present. We still go.
SABC News delivers stories
that unify the nation
in many ways. Stories that inspire us
to see the world differently, appreciate
and celebrate our diversity. And mostly, they make this place a better country to live in despite our color, beliefs or culture.
I
am
Mahendra Raghunath.
Tabile Ngwato, Lulu Kabu.
Join us every day
as we provide updates on
local and international news
straight into your home.
We are SABC News.
I once saw a flower blossom through 27 prison bars of yesterday's unjust flames. I felt an old woman's anticipation for the country's first open elections. And I heard the loud celebrations of that flower's historic inauguration. I was there when Unity sang of how the Springbok never held anything back, and we saw a first-time band of 11 men, Shibobo possibility throughout the land. At the foot of Africa, time remembers how truth can reconcile a people. We carved our name into space. And on the world stage, our art stood united. When we blow that vuvuzela, the whole world goes into a trance. And even in that tearful hour of the flowers' separation, we are a people who see the music and hear the flowers dance. SABC, sharing 20 years of inspiration.
Welcome back. The Road Runs Out is the first feature film to be shot in Equatorial Guinea. It will have its world premiere later this month in San Diego Film Festival.
What are we doing here, Martin? Publishing papers? Writing well-meaning manifestos for a better tomorrow?
The feature film The Road Runs Out has been chosen as an official selection for the 2014 San Diego Film Festival, hosted by Jeffrey Lyons. This will be the world premiere for the international drama, which was also filmed on location in Durban and in Rotterdam. The film is directed by Rudolf Beindender, who is a Raindance nominee and former South African and now living in the US. It is headlined by Isaac Dibanko, Juliet Landau, Stilio Savante and Sizo Motsoko. The film is about a Professor George Mensa from Europe who suddenly finds himself back in the jungles of Africa when an old friend unexpectedly passes away. Inheriting a full station in the mosquito-infested jungle, he soon learns that challenges come in all sizes when a local orphan boy, Jimmy, shows up at his doorstep. He then accustoms Jimmy with the joys of chocolate, and the boy in turn plays matchmaker between George and Corinna, head of the local orphanage.
Finally found someone that you like. What are you doing? You're running away.
You're wrong, Martin. I'm not running away. I ran towards you.
However, all plans changes with the sudden arrival of another child, Martin.
Take me to go watch football.
They discover that life often leads you astray, where the road runs out.
The local movie titled Hot to Get has been selected to screen at the prestigious London Film Festival in Britain. The event starts from the 8th until the 19th of October 2014.
Released this past weekend, the critically acclaimed Hard to Get is now being embraced by the international community with an official screening at the London Film Festival. The festival is the UK's largest film event, and this year is screening more than 250 features, documentaries and short films from almost 40 countries. Hard to Get is an exalted company, as this festival showcases the finest in contemporary cinema, championing creativity, originality and imagination. The London Film Festival has announced that Hard to Get is a compact, highly enjoyable and kinetic action thriller that unfurls at breakneck speed in downtown Johannesburg. With its elegant and atmospheric camera work, Hard to Get draws us into South Africa's nefarious criminal fraternity. With its elegant and atmospheric camera work, Hard to Get draws us into South Africa's nefarious criminal fraternity with a bomb. Young director Zine Duli displays a solid mastery of the action genre, racing us from one fantastic set piece to the next, while Tishiwe Zikubu shines as skits and Palance Dladla imbues TK with the cool of a classic noir anti-hero. Hard to Get is presently screening in cinemas nationwide.
Moshito Music Conference and Exhibition is Africa's event for the music industry to engage on the business side of music. It also serves as a platform for the music industry, businesses and organizations, small enterprises, artists and musicians. Now, the conference started on Thursday, and to talk to us about what has transpired over the past few days is Ketin Changase, board member of Moshito and also an artist in her own right. Hello and welcome to Afroshowbiz News.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. Now, the event started on Thursday. Tell us, take us through what transpired over the past few days.
Well, we've had the opening concert, which was beautifully star-studded on Thursday night at M1 Studios, because we're based at SABC Radio Park. And then yesterday was a full-on day of discussions and debates and workshops. And we've this year's Moshito also included a film and photographic exhibition. And so we're showing music-related photography. We're working with Sipiwe Mhlambi, who's a well-known photographer, and he's showcasing he's been following jazz festivals across through the years. And so he's got a beautiful array of photography reflecting what South Africa's growth in the music industry. And then we've got the film exhibition as well, where we're showcasing whether you're an artist that has an EPK, or we have got Spooks Matambo's Future Sound of Mzansi, which we showcased yesterday. Yes, so it's full on. We're busy, and today we head on back again. We have interesting topics that we're unpacking the music industry and growing.
Mm-hmm. Now, Moshito is not just about entertaining people. It's also about educating artists about the business side of music. Why do you think it's important for artists to be aware of the business side of entertainment?
It's the Minister of Arts and Culture came and opened for us yesterday, and it is understood that there's billions of rands that the entertainment, the arts and culture industry generates on a yearly basis, and it's important that we break the pattern of artists doing amazingly well while they're alive, and then by the time they're passing on, they're dying as paupers. And so educating artists about the business of music, taking care of themselves in terms of contracts, understanding what publishing is, knowing what to do with the music once you've created it, and letting the shop owners of retailers come to meet with music managers, come to meet with record labels. It's important, and festival organizers as well, because it's a large industry and there's a lot of key players, and so we find it very important as a creative to understand that it goes beyond you thinking about a melody and going to see a producer and recording it. It travels, and you need to be aware of the scope of it, and so you understand your value.
Mm-hmm. Now, the conference is in its 11th year. How has it grown over the years?
Well, look, it certainly has had its ups and downs. 11 years is a long time. It's had its great highlights, but I believe that it's peaking once again. We are in a 3-year program, beginning a 3-year program that has been given a great support by the Department of Arts and Culture, mm-hmm. and also local government as well. So there's a 3-year extension plan that positions Moshito now as the premier music conference and exhibition for worldwide. It needs to be our chairperson has got a great vision where he wants, when they meet at Midem for the French hosted conference, or where they meet at Womax, or they meet at the Indian Ocean Music Market, everybody must say, we'll see you at Moshito next year. We want to be in that caliber, and we're growing, and we've got the great support to make this happen. So it's an exciting time to be part of Moshito right now, and the board is very robust.
What is wrong with African players? Why are they not winning?
Our officials, they don't look at the bigger picture of players being happy before they go to the pitch, because mind game is very important.
Seek ye first the goals. I am playing the tactical strategy on the field of play, and all other things shall be added onto you. Don't put money before.
The African coaches, did they do well?
I think so far they are doing well.
I do not agree. Sometimes localis leca is dangerous, because I'm telling you, he who cut the road does not know that his back is zigzag.
Ghana proved to be a damp squib.
You cannot go to war with chickens. You go to war with your best commanders.
What will it take for Africa to make it at international level?
Bring professional coaches from anywhere, whether from Mars, Moon, Jupiter, to come and coach and get us the results. That's what we want. You can't be a coach simply because you play football. And Anam, do you have to be a drunkard in order to own a bottle store? No.
Watch Question Time with me, Mpho Tsedu, Monday to Thursday at 5:30 p.m. on the SABC News Channel.
SABC News delivers stories
that unify the nation
in many ways. Stories that inspire us
to see the world differently, appreciate
and celebrate our diversity. And mostly, they make this place a better country to live in despite our color, beliefs or culture.
I
am
Mahendra Raghunath.
Tabile Ngwado, Lulu Gabu.
Join us every day
as we provide updates on
local and international news
straight into your home.
We
are
SABC News.
Welcome back. South Sudanese hip-hop artist the J family call for peace and reconciliation through the unhip practice of farming in the Sudanese capital of Juba.
In their latest single, the J family is calling for fellow citizens to eliminate poverty through farming. The three members, J-Boy, Junior J, and Yappy J, are seen sporting denim overalls and rubber boots with garden hose slung over their shoulders. This is to motivate the youth to engage in farming as a means to fight food insecurities. The group comes from the South Sudan, southwest capital of Juba, and the group was formed in 2010. They've always wanted to spread South Sudanese music to all parts of East Africa and beyond. On June 16, the J family, along with Silver X, who is one of the musicians in South Sudan, launched a campaign called Music Against Hunger in Juba. September performance dates have now been set. This will be in the southern cities of Nemur and Yei for now. More cities will be announced soon.
An art festival in Morocco turns the seaside town of Asila into an outdoor gallery. The event takes place annually and brings the seaside resort to life each year.
The month-long event attracts international artists to turn the streets of Asila into an outdoor art gallery by painting the whitewashed walls with brightly colored murals.
Each year we discover different countries, different cultures. This year we have discovered talented artists from Bahrain who have participated in the painting and engraving workshops.
The festival also embraces events like fashion shows as well as workshops where artists get to meet and exchange ideas. Along with sponsoring artworks, visiting dignitaries have also set up funds aimed at uplifting poor communities living around the town. The project includes housing developments, bus stations and a new road linking Asila and Tangier, the capital of Morocco.
The doubling of the road will help to reduce the time spent traveling between Tangier and Asila. At the moment, it takes about 35 minutes. It will go down to 15 minutes, in other words, 20 minutes less.
The cultural festival in 1978 was initially established to rehabilitate what was once a decaying town. Since then, the event has led to an influx of both artists and tourists, boosting the town's economic state. This year's murals will stay in place for the duration of the festival before the walls are whitewashed again for next year's artists to make their mark in Asila. The festival now has been running for 36 years.
We have now come to the end of the show, but from me and the rest of the team, it's thank you and goodbye.